The recent escalation in tensions between Israel and Hezbollah reached a critical point with an Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) strike on a Hezbollah unit along the Syria-Lebanon border. The attack, targeting a smuggling route believed to be used by Hezbollah, has significant implications for the ongoing ceasefire talks between Israel and the Lebanese militant group. Both parties had reportedly been inching closer to a final agreement on a truce, but this military action now jeopardizes the fragile negotiations. The strike is part of a larger, ongoing pattern of hostilities between Israel and Hezbollah, particularly along the volatile border areas of Lebanon and Syria. Hezbollah, a Shiite militant group backed by Iran, has long been involved in cross-border operations, including smuggling weapons and fighters into Syria, often in direct defiance of international norms. Israel, which perceives Hezbollah as a major threat due to its ties to Iran and its significant military presence in southern Lebanon, has repeatedly targeted the group's assets in the region, including weapons storage, missile systems, and logistical hubs. The timing of this strike is particularly significant. Israel had been engaged in back-channel negotiations with Hezbollah in recent weeks, with reports suggesting that both sides were close to finalizing a ceasefire agreement. This truce would have been a major diplomatic breakthrough, potentially leading to a de-escalation in the region and offering some respite for both military forces and civilians living along the border. However, Israel's latest strike raises questions about its commitment to the ceasefire talks. It signals that Israel is unwilling to turn a blind eye to Hezbollah's activities, especially if they involve weapons smuggling or other actions deemed a threat to Israeli security. For Hezbollah, the attack serves as a reminder of Israel's continued military dominance in the region. The group has increasingly positioned itself as a key player in the broader regional conflict, not only engaging with Israel but also actively involved in the Syrian civil war, where it has fought in support of the Assad regime. Hezbollah's involvement in Syria, coupled with its growing influence in Lebanon, has made it a formidable adversary for Israel. However, despite its military capabilities and support from Iran, Hezbollah faces significant challenges. The latest Israeli strike underscores the vulnerability of Hezbollah's operations, especially in areas close to Israel's border, where the IDF maintains a strong and responsive military presence. The attack has broader implications for the delicate diplomatic landscape in the Middle East. A breakdown in the ceasefire talks could further destabilize Lebanon, a country already grappling with political and economic crises. The Lebanese government, which has struggled to maintain control over its territory and prevent Hezbollah's increasing influence, may find itself caught between Israeli military operations and internal pressure from various factions within Lebanon. In addition to the immediate military and political consequences, the attack complicates the efforts of international actors who have been working to mediate peace and reduce tensions in the region. The United Nations, along with other international organizations, has long called for restraint and dialogue between Israel and Hezbollah, fearing that any escalation could lead to a full-scale war that would engulf not only Lebanon and Israel but potentially Syria and other regional actors as well. This attack comes at a time when the global community is already grappling with numerous crises, from the war in Ukraine to the rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific. In this context, the Israel-Hezbollah conflict risks being overlooked or sidelined, even though it remains a key flashpoint in the broader Middle East power struggle. For now, the fate of the ceasefire talks hangs in the balance, with both sides likely to use any future military actions as leverage in negotiations. The next few weeks will be crucial in determining whether a lasting peace can be achieved or if the region will once again be plunged into further violence. The situation remains fluid, and it's unclear how the Israeli government will respond to this most recent attack by Hezbollah. If the truce talks collapse, Israel may intensify its military operations, particularly targeting Hezbollah's infrastructure in southern Lebanon and Syria. Hezbollah, for its part, could retaliate, leading to an escalation of violence that could have far-reaching consequences for the entire region. The international community will be watching closely to see if diplomacy can prevail or if the cycle of violence will continue.